Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to look at the position of French adjectives. There's a basic rule with French adjectives, and that's that they usually go after the noun. This is an 80% rule, which means that in 80% of cases that it's a noun and then adjective. So we have une voiture rouge, a red car, un livre intéressant, an interesting book, une maison moderne, a modern house. In the early stages of your learning the language, if you're unsure where to place your adjective, you're probably better off just putting it after the noun, because in 80% of cases you will be right. But as you get more into your language learning, you'll probably want to pay more attention to what follows. There are a number of exceptions, about 20% of cases where the adjective actually comes before the noun. And there's a mnemonic, which is basically a mnemonic is basically a memory technique to remember that some of these, and that's called the BANGS mnemonic. And BANGS is an acronym for beauty, age, number, goodness, and size. And these are adjectives that go before the noun in most cases. So beauty, un beau paysage, a beautiful countryside, un bel homme, a beautiful man, une belle fleur, a beautiful flower, une jolie femme, pretty woman. Age, une jeune fille, a young girl, un vieux monsieur, an old man, un nouvel étudiant, a new student, un nouveau professeur, a new teacher. And you'll notice on this page and on the previous page, you had un bel homme, and here you've got un nouvel étudiant. You've basically got a slight modification to the masculine form of the adjective when it comes before a noun that starts with the sound of a vowel, étudiant or homme. Now, homme literally has an H at the beginning, but the H is silent, so it starts with the sound of the vowel. So there's that slight modification to the masculine form of the adjective there. So number, le premier jour, the first day, la deuxième fois, the second time, la dernière fois, the last time, and les deux amis. So the G in BANG stands for goodness, un bon film, which is a good film or movie, un mauvais jour, a bad day, un meilleur résultat, a better result. Size is the S in BANGs, so that's un petit garçon, a small boy, un grand immeuble, a big building, une petite maison, a little house, un gros chien, a large dog. So there's an important clarification to make about this. Now, BANGS is a helpful memory tool, but it doesn't explain everything because French adjectives that can appear before the noun, belong to two separate categories. The first group, group one, is the fixed pre-noun adjectives, and I'll explain more about those in a minute. The second group, group two, is the meaning shifters. These are adjectives that change meaning depending on whether they're before or after the noun. So the group one, the fixed pre-noun adjectives, these almost always go before the noun and they don't change meaning. So you have, these are the examples of that. Beau, joli, bon, mauvais, grand, petit, jeune, vieux, nouveau, gros, méchant, and vilain. And obviously you have the female versions of those adjectives as well. Then we have this second category, which are the meaning shifters. These are adjectives that change their meaning depending on whether they come before or after the noun. So there are 5 of these that I've come up with here. Ancien, un ancien professeur is a former teacher. Un professeur ancien is an elderly teacher. Grand, un grand homme is a great man. Un homme grand is a tall man. So when grand comes after, it means tall. When it comes before, it means great, but it can also mean big. We had un grand immeuble earlier, a big building. Difference there between big and tall. Un homme grand is a tall man. Cher is un cher ami is a dear friend. An ami cher is an expensive friend. I think we all have some of those. Pauvre, un pauvre homme is an unfortunate man. Un homme pauvre is a poor man. So they might be unfortunate, but this is specifically talking about their financial situation. Propre, ma propre chambre is my own room, and une chambre propre is a clean room. Now, sometimes people will say that those that go before the noun are emotional or subjective versions of the adjective, and those that go after are literal versions of the adjective. The meaning is literal, but I don't think that's really true. I find that a little bit confusing because if you have an ancien professeur, the former teacher, that is not subjective, it's not emotional, it is literal. They are literally a former teacher. So I think the way to understand this positioning of these meaning shifters is basically just that they have two different meanings, one when they go before the noun and one when they go after the noun. So hopefully this was useful to you. If you are in any doubt at this early stage um, in your learning, just remember that you can just put the adjective after the noun for the time being. In 80% of cases, you'll be right. And as you get more into the language, you can correct yourself and learn these uh, nuances that I've been teaching you here. And if you did find this useful and helpful, please subscribe, please like the video, and also feel free to comment below, including saying things that you'd like other videos to be done about. Thank you very much. Goodbye.